The way things are going. Oh, you jerk. Alrighty. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and on where you're at, what time it is that you're watching. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chris. I probably have never introduced myself, which is bad etiquette. But welcome to my channel anyway, where all I do is spend time hitting ball. Sometimes it's great. Most of the time it's just me missing. Talk about pretty much whatever comes into my mind. I avoid a lot of topics just because why bring that crap into your channel, right? I'm here to play pool. One day I'm going to be here playing pool, and it'll be slightly better than I play pool now. And until that day, y'all are welcome to hop along with me and either watch me get better or worse. Wait for that day where frustration hits me so bad that this pool cue ends up in 5 or 6 pieces and on my grill outside. Well, that there is really bad for. But look at the bright side. I get to start with the cue ball. Get to start from wherever I choose, which means I'll probably still choose wrong. But gotta start somewhere, so 7 ball, go away. See if we can make the 11 ball go away too. Easy. I gotta tell myself a lot. Not every shot needs to be hit to the moon. Give it a nice soft touch with the right spin. And you'll end up with what you want, or you'll end up with worse than you had before you started. But I think we can make that spot work. I think we can just cut this cue ball. We can find the right spot to touch it. We did not. There goes the white ball into its favorite place to be. I do believe the cue ball might be a little shy. What do you think? We finish clearing off this end, and then we'll go down there and break up that mess. Oh, caught a little bit of rail. That's all that takes. That little bit of rail. Bless me. All right. There goes the one. We get to try that shot on the 13 all over again. We're a little closer to it. What are the odds that does not help me hit the right spot? Since we're trying for the pocket. So, somewhere right about there. I found that sometimes helps out a little bit. Gets me a little closer than I would get if I didn't do it. Sometimes. And then sometimes you just gotta sight it, aim it, hit it, and hope it goes. Just like that. We're off to a heck of a start. Gonna have to figure something out about that mess over there, though. 10 balls. I hope I end up in a good spot to where I can trim one out. We're sure gonna give it our best effort. Did it roll far enough? It surely did. Just far enough to hit the 12 ball down to the corner. And maybe have a shot on that 10 ball afterwards. Nope, nope. We got the shot on the 10 ball afterwards. But Mr. 12 ball wanted to join the mess. That glance off that 10 ball is maybe a little forward roll, so we maybe don't hit in the bucket up there. There we go. Oh, you're rude. I think I can hit that with the right hand. Heck of a twist. I don't like the way I did that. Somebody else out there is going to be like, he's not going to like the way he did that. And we're both right. Go touching those two. Just get the 10 ball, preferably in the pocket. Well, at least we're not shooting all hampered over a ball again. Bad thing is, the only shot we got is a backwards cut on the 12. Nice thing about that backwards cut on the 12 is cue all out going to that pile and maybe mix things up a little bit. Yeah, I couldn't quite get it over there far enough. But we now have some balls spread out a little bit that we can play. That makes me happy. Oh, oh. 4.5 inch pockets, man. They do not forgive you much. I know. Y'all want me to shoot the 10. And I probably listened when y'all are thinking that loudly about it. But I liked the 15. It just didn't like me. If we can get it to come back to us. I think it came back far enough. And I don't know how them professionals get all that spin, get the ball to do what they want. And I'm going to learn. For now, I'll just worry really hard about hitting the right spot on the ball, get it in the pocket. Preferably not that one. Not that ball. That's a stretch. I don't know why I would do that to myself. Come back this way a little. That's better. That's much better. Now we just gotta bank the 9 ball because we weren't smart enough to think ahead to the 9 ball. That's okay. It goes in that corner over there, right? It wanted to. Must have had something left to do out here. Wanted to get hit one more time. So violent. Follow it in? No, didn't follow it in. That was not a bad place to wind up with for the very last ball. It's too bad the only spin going on is going to be forward. We can turn that forward. A little bit of left. Oh, that's what I get. That's what I get. Overthunk it. Should have just hit it. All right, A-ball. Let's move on to the next rack. What do you think? Well, I haven't scratched yet. If I'd have scratched, I'd have started over. But now I got a vendetta. Hmm. Gotta order me a new set of balls. I think this 8 ball wants to become part of the skeet shoot. There we go. I knew it was gonna go in. Eventually. Well, this pocket was popular. I think I can squeeze in one more rack. Maybe this one here will be the rack that makes me happy today. If not, I own the table, so I can always come back and try another one. Highly recommend it. But these things have got to get cheaper. I tried ordering a pill table off Amazon. 0 out of 5 stars on that one. I live in New Mexico. They sent my table to New Jersey. So yeah, I ended up going to a place that's more local over in Lubbock. They did an exceptional job. An exceptional job. Jordan's Billiards over there in Lubbock. I think they got a showroom in Midland as well. They were exceptional people. I came in and set my table up while I was sleeping, getting ready for work. I got up and, oh goodness, it was Christmas. Not a bad table. And they did a pretty decent job putting it together. They got the felt stretched on there pretty good. I managed to put myself a tiny little tear in it on like day 4 right there. It hasn't affected the balls yet, but it is there and it bothers me. Because it's going to be there until the felt gets replaced. I'm not going to make them come back and fix something that I did. But it's a black diamond table, but it's probably, bottom of the barrel, cheapest one you can get. The slate, it was still $2,000. But that was delivered and set up. Those are just not coming apart. Which, for what I've seen, that's not a terrible price. Not for, they did quality work. They even got it centered in a room that probably isn't big enough for it. We're working on that. But we got enough room to get around it. And every now and then we got to get a little awkward with one of our shots because, on this end, there's a bar that divides the kitchen from the living room. And on this side, you can see there's a chair in the corner that my dad just will not let it go. And you know what? It's a comfortable chair, but it's in the way. That didn't work out. But someday, when that lottery money comes in, set me up a nice little gaming room, and this table will get moved out there. And the nice thing is, the company I got it from, they'll come and they'll move it for me. And I think they said they only charge about $150. They'll tear it down and reset it up. I think it's the company name is Jordan's Amusement. They're not terrible. They're pretty good people. Weren't rude at all. Walked me through all a bunch of different options. But this one was in my budget. So this is the one I got. Although I don't know if I'm going to go with the gray felt when it does get redone. The part of me wants to go with the classic green, and another part of me wants to go about the bloodiest red I can find. So many options out there nowadays. Like you can even get one with a design on it. But I've heard that felt don't last as long. Well, this mess is almost like the last mess. Maybe I should start breaking from the sides instead of straight on. At least get some kind of separation out of these balls. Well, I am a scratch fiend tonight. There are junkies out there don't scratch as much as I do. Jesus, that makes me feel better. Good old making a ball make you feel better. And then you do something like that, and I still feel pretty good. I made a ball earlier. It's definitely a game of short memory. You don't want to think too hard about your misses. Do I have company? Oh, just my kiddo getting home. Y'all meet her someday. I'm sure she'll pop in. She is not very interested in pool. She is my artist, and she's very talented. If I get her permission, I'll toss some of her artwork up one of these days in a little compilation. Uh, it was an easy combination, but I still enjoyed it. It gave me a spot to shoot the 7 ball from. Although I'd much rather get rid of these ones right here. I probably could get rid of the 12. No, we're going to stick with the 7. And we're going to hit it all kinds of wrong. That's what we're here for. We're here to figure out the right way. The right way to put them in the hole. Not take too long getting it done. But long enough. I mean, making that primary ball right off the break, making an 8 on a break or 9 on a break, that feels great. That game's over. Now you got to re-rack and start over again. That 12 ball's in my way. I made that mistake earlier, thinking I made it past the 10 ball. Instead, let's see if we can get this 15 to go down to that corner. We cannot, but we can luck in the 13. Nothing like a little garbage to brighten the day. The ref's going to yell at me. I touched the cue ball. And yeah, that ref's imaginary. He doesn't really exist. We're just going to keep sending the 7 ball down the table and that. I'm starting to get a little entertained by it. How many times can you miss the same ball? And you know what my answer is to that? All of the times. You cannot. Well, this is one of them shots. I've been doing that a lot. I need to start aiming a little further over. Obviously, my eyes is crooked as all get out. That'll do. Every now and then I guess right on those long shots. Might help if I clean these lenses. They're putting some extra dots on the table for me. Almost like I'm playing with a grid. That's the way to do things. Well, that's enough for now. Might hop in and record another one in a little while. Until then, as always, take it easy. See y'all next time.
they think they're going. Oh.
You jerk.